A kind day to you all. I'm Kinsmark.
I'm Violeta.
Conducting operations operationally in a little more Rainbow Six Siege. I'm just kind of falling back on this one because I couldn't come up with anything else to stream for this evening because, once again, I know I've said this for the last several weeks, the process is fairly drawn out for us just because of distance and such. Currently in the process of moving. Yep. So, a lot...
Office is even being packed up.
Yeah, there's, like, cardboard all around us and everything. I'm hoping that the next trip that we take is the final one for us to completely settle in and set up the new office there that hopefully you guys, as far as the camera angle that you see and the quality of the lighting, I hope isn't going to change.
Hopefully it'll be
significantly.
About the same.
Yeah.
Of course, we can't know till we actually set it all up because everything else is just an approximation.
I am going to swap out some of my hardware for that.
The camera?
Yeah, because we have another camera that's just for sheer hassle's sake. I haven't had the inclination to change out this one for, since I know we're about to move and change up and dewire everything anyway.
And the new mouse also.
Yeah, I've got another mouse that I'm going to swap out my Kudo Z9 with. The current mouse, which I'm actually going to conduct my first tech review for, because the adpocalypse is what it is, and so I'm coming up with ways to diversify our income streams for content creation, and I figured tech reviews that I then create affiliate links for the products that I'm reviewing for in the descriptions, I think are a solid way to do that.
Yep.
And especially if I only really put the affiliate links that, for those that don't know, are essentially like Amazon in particular, shop links that after clicking those, if you then purchase the thing, then I get like a percentage of whatever it is.
Which is awesome.
So I'm only going to include those on products that I recommend. Yeah. If I don't think it's good, then I'm not going to try and incentivize you to get it if you feel like supporting me. I'm just like, no. So anyway, that's a small update. So far...
we will be doing vlog with that update.
Yeah, I'm
like
going to do...
full details of what that means.
I'm going to make a more formalized announcement about it. I just figured I'd let you guys know, because a lot of our stream regulars are the core of our community that really care about what we're doing, so I try to give you guys as immediate updates on things as I can. So for anyone that might want to check out how that works or anything, or just see, like, in the descriptions, because I know a lot of people get immediately paranoid about, is it going to get intrusive and stuff? No. I am making a rule already. I am not going to mention that those are even there in videos, because that feels to me. I'm going to make extremely clear in the text of the descriptions, however, that they are there and what they are. However, the links themselves take up less than one line, so they're not going to cause a huge disturbance or anything. So if you want to see what they're going to look like and the template that I'm going to use for like alerting people, okay, this is what this is, then her Vi's Bookshelf series currently have those links for each of the novels that she has discussed in the descriptions of those videos. So anyway, as for this evening, I think Noah's going to join. He's actually doing a little like music recording right now, as a matter of fact.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, he's trying to get in a little of the middle vocals. So I gave him an old like lulzy tip that I discovered on accident years ago. And fun fact, I was the front man of a cover band in high school. We did a few original things, mostly covers though. Record your vocals on an isolated track, sans any music, and listen to that. It's fun. So, if any of the others of our usual gang feel like jumping in, like I don't know if Bob's around, Ghost, Waskar, if any of you guys are here and would like to join, feel free.
Any of our siege buddies?
Yeah, any of our Stram regulars.
We are in a disco.
Yeah.
I
do
would
you
like
have
to apologize because I cannot tell if I have chat.
Okay.
It says so. I don't know if I believe it.
Okay. So
my connection on my phone is not good.
That's part of why.
It's worse on my laptop. I'll be honest. I'm not even trying to connect with my laptop anymore while we're here.
Yeah, that's part of why I'm really looking forward.
Wait, I might have chat. Noah is here and says chat test.
Feel
free to jump in to Disco.
Yeah, feel free. I'm already in the streaming channel.
We're there. But I don't know how good my connection's going to be because it's been really in and out.
Yeah. That's actually part of why I'm really looking forward to moving.
Oh my god, our internet there
even
is so
though
much better.
we're like out in the country, you'd assume the connection is just awful. No, we have a more solid connection there than we do here. Like even on the landline connection that's wired directly from my PC into the router, no, it's faster there. Yeah. Even though on paper it isn't.
But there's so many people.
In practice, though,
it is.
Yeah, like all of the neighbors and stuff around here. I'm not a network engineer. I don't know exactly how it works. All I can tell you is, from a user's perspective, it is much less reliable and most of the time much less fast, which I suppose the word is slower. I can English almost like I have a degree in it or something. Here than there, so I'm really looking forward
it's so
to that.
Weird to have actual connection
I
on
know.
my computer. I have had.
We've just gotten so used to just writing off the laptop as just not having internet. So now having it there is just like,
so weird.
Portable internet? What century is this? This is amazing. The future is awesome.
No, it says, speaking of recording is done. The faces I made are less than flattering. I'll let you do your own thing for a bit. Got a bit of math to tend to, and then I'll hop in. Sounds good.
Sounds good, Famarino. All right.
But yeah, like it's night and day difference for at least on my end of the spectrum here. But because we are not there currently, I have terrible connection. So I do apologize. I might lose connection. I might not even be able to tell I've lost connection. I promise I'm not ignoring you and not trying to ignore you. It's just I genuinely can't tell.
Yeah. So for the first match, I'm just going to, dust off my siege skills because I haven't played this in weeks.
Yeah.
For a little solo terrorist hunt, and then I think I'll jump into rando multiplayer.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so weird because we just got back.
Yeah.
From our last trip.
Yeah, we came home yesterday after about 5 days away, and
I missed my internet connection already.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Frame rate is kind of awful.
What's happening here?
It's because I'm streaming in window borderless mode.
Because it's not playing nice.
Mm-hmm. Because Ubisoft still haven't made this game play well with OBS.
Please, guys, please.
I don't know whether the real fault of that lies on Ubisoft or on the OBS folks. Either way,
somebody fix it, please.
Fix, please.
This place is pretty. Oh.
Double kill.
This is a pretty map.
Yeah, this one is, well, it's not new anymore. I mean, it's several months old. It was not one of the originals, though.
It is pretty, though.
Oh. Well, that complicates my usual run for this map.
Huh.
They done gone and made a nuclear mess out of my usual entry point. I wonder, can I, like, ninja my way past those? Let's see.
Don't fall off the roof.
No. Hi there. Come on now. I know y'all heard that. Alright, I think I actually can get through there. What? Whoa! What?
They are coming to you.
Punk?
Okie dokie then.
I actually didn't know there was a door over here. Or did they come through a window? They came through a window, okay. Well, if they were kind enough to make me an entrance, I might as well use it. Oh god.
Oh. Is there fall damage?
Yes, there is. There's a Rainbow Six game. Of course there is.
I know, I was just double
These games
checking.
are punishingly realistic.
Wow, this is a lot of trophies.
Someone's accomplished. Because I think this is a university, so... Oh. Oh, shit.
What happened?
Get down! I forgot that I had very few rounds left in my mag.
Keep calm and what? And return fire?
I want one of those little tags in real life.
That's adorable.
Ooh, not going that way.
Hey look, it's a village.
It's a scale model of the university.
That's cool. Where is this supposed to be set?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it's a U.S. university. I don't know exactly which one. It does have a name. I just don't remember what it is.
Must be pretty old though. Because this is definitely not using modern architecture.
No, this is old and fancy.
I don't want to know about the tuition costs.
Yeah.
Also, apologies for sniffling. My allergies are being mean.
Well, thankfully, I don't seem to have lost much in the way of proficiency, because I'm doing alright so far. Because I've played a lot of other, like, slower FPS games recently. So, ooh. I was worried I wouldn't really reacclimate to this one terribly well. Because I've played a lot of Last Man Standing and a little Ghost in the Shell lately.
I really want to see this school's library, but I don't know if they have it in this one.
I think you're looking at it.
Seriously?
And it's an awful lot of stuff on the shelves. What is this? Hugo SCP.
Oh no, this is somebody.
Oh, this is Bartlett.
I think this is actually a. Was that really the library?
I don't know.
That was the smallest library I've seen in a university.
It's a fairly tiny
Whoa.
city. Alright, 9 remaining.
Actually, this is the library.
Yeah, move up. Do that.
Bring it, yo.
Come on. Move up. Do as the man said.
They said that was a stupid idea. I think what we're in right now is the library.
Yeah.
Because there's library shelves down there and lots of big shelves up here. It's still pretty small.
Really? Really?
Shoot him.
You were there when he came in!
There's a thing on the wall.
That guy wanted to die. Ow. Oh god.
You're playing against the computer, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I just couldn't remember if it was computer or other players when you're lone wolf. Shotgun?
Yep. No, T-Hunt is against AIs. That's why there's so many of them. Because multiplayer is always team on team.
Okay. Poor university, man. Yeah, that's gotta be. That dude really did want to die.
You know what I think would make for an interesting mode in this game, come to think of it?
Huh.
A multiplayer mode in which it's like two mostly AI teams with one real player apiece on each side.
So you like direct everybody?
Well, that and sort of like the way that Titanfall and some other games have made it such that there are sort of like the rank and file guys, and then it's the other players that are really dangerous. I think in a game like this, though,
that would be scary.
Yeah, because you'd
you
never
might draw the attention of the
exactly.
player, but you don't know who's the player and who's not.
Yeah, like a drawn-out firefight would make it, obvious that he's probably over there. So, like, I think that would just come up with interesting, like, ambush dynamics.
Sheil is here and says hiya.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. My connection to chat might be a bit iffy, so I apologize in advance.
Jesus. This whole end of the complex is just wired.
Sheil says, how late am I? I finally finished the whale mission in XCOM.
Congratulations! You did what I could not on my first run. And we only just started a few minutes ago. We got kind of a late start tonight. Ooh, is that? No, that's just a chair. I have since completed the whale mission. It's just the first time we got it on stream, I could not get past it.
Honestly, we weren't ready.
I wasn't. Like, I got it a little too early in the campaign.
Our people were not.
And I wasn't yet proficient enough at the game to really know how to do it properly.
Yeah. In a way that isn't total mission scrub.
Yeah. Where the hell are these guys? Oop, I heard movement.
So nervous.
I know the areas have cleared.
What happened here that this poor university is getting shot so much? Where are the students?
Preferably.
Not here.
Yeah. In their dorms, away from all this madness. Alright.
Hopefully they will stay there where it is safe.
Where the hell are these 6 guys that...
Is there another level? Is there like a basement?
Maybe? I didn't think so. Alright, you know what?
Are they outside?
Time for a little recon.
Oh!
Well! Found some of them, apparently.
Huh?
Alright. Interesting. Let's just prone down here. And see where they're hiding. New.
But he says, so I might check out the new Call of Duty when it drops. My expectations are low, of course.
As are mine.
Yep.
Because, I mean, I was actually talking with her about this on the drive home from our new place yesterday. Like, I actually kind of feel for Activision right now, because a lot of people aren't reacting well to the early promo material for the new Call of Duty game, which for anyone that, for some reason, hasn't heard of it, is confirmed that they're finally doing another World War II game. They're going to the series roots again, which is good. A lot of what they've shown so far, hi there, friendos, looks kind of generic, though. So now a lot of people that are getting what they wanted, for them to get away from close future sci-fi and go to, you know, historical FPS sort of stuff, now they're complaining that, well, this isn't as interesting looking as what you've done recently. So that they can't win, man. I kind of feel for them. Like, they've made this conundrum for themselves. At the same time, though, like, I can see why. Like, their PR guys must just hate their lives right now.
Yep. So they were in a section that we...
Yeah. I don't know how I missed that section. Apparently I did, though.
Shield says, this was on my second playthrough. My first one I got the mission and all I had were rookies with one high-ranking sniper. Everyone else was wounded. Second time I had 2 mechs and almost everyone else was gene modded along with Titan armor. Had
That helps.
soldiers, but I got it done.
That helps a lot.
Yep. Hi guys.
Peekaboo, motherfucker.
Bunny says World War II has been beaten to death, but I will take it over. Yeah, bro, we ripped Titanfall.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy close feature sci-fi. I don't like generic close feature sci-fi.
It has to have something special to it.
Yeah, because it's...
comes from the future.
Oh, hey. The Noah arrives.
And I'm here to show you a lot in all your pet state.
You cursed me to walk face first into a nitro cell.
That's not my fault. That's on you.
So anyway.
Those poor books!
No, you're good.
Did you see those poor books explode?
So yeah, to finish the thought that I was on, like, it's really easy to make close feature sci-fi that just feels like, oh, I've seen this already. You know, it's really easy to do. And unfortunately, Activision were kind of doing it a lot.
When is RuneScape 2 Vietnam coming out?
That's the 2019 special edition. You get a pre-order now, and then you get the Viet Cong special skin.
You know, I lied. I'm not joining you this stream. I have to go right. Or am I? Well, I'm currently figuring out binomial probability.
Have fun with that.
I have never been closer to suicide. 72% of people are... I don't like this. What percent of me wants to be playing Siege right now?
99.5.
No, actually, that would be a solid 100%.
In other words, none of you wants to be doing what you're doing right now.
I mean, it's math.
Yes.
Who wants to do math? Commies, that's who. And smart people that help our economy and actually help it grow and us not melt into economic disasters. Them and commies. So, it's a small group. Except it's not, because there are a lot of commies in the world.
There might be overlap.
There probably is some overlap, honestly. Alright. Now this map I'm quite familiar with.
Don't explode this time.
I will try. As evidenced in my previous performance, no promises.
No promises.
Man, I forgot how fast Twitch is. Alright, Jens.
Shield says, I have taken a small break from writing. It seems I have written situations that would make Vault Tech proud. Yeah, that's always concerning when you start writing like the Vault Tech people. It's like,
I know that feel.
when everything goes dark.
It's like, I love these characters I just came up with. They're so cool. How can I ruin their lives?
Wow, hello. You didn't need to call me out like that.
Zap.
You
Shit.
missed.
I missed and then ran camera first into a nitro cell. So it looks like so far lower floor is pretty clean.
Of course, my best friend and I have a saying that you know our favorite characters based purely on how much terrible stuff we put them through. Because the more
Yeah.
we like them, the more horrible we are to them.
Yeah.
People are messed up.
Yep. But then,
It
if
mean.
you're going to write a story,
Make it interesting, man.
you have to make it interesting. And
Give your characters horrible emotional scars that they'll never recover from, and thus make them interesting.
I always feel bad when I do that.
When in doubt, project.
Yeah.
It
I feel like that's
me.
another important part.
Bunny says, I also checked out Horizon Zero Dawn. It's good, but that's it. It's good, but no different than any other open world platform with RPG and stealth elements.
Yeah, that's about what I've heard. I just know I was really pleasantly surprised hearing the reviews on it, because its early promotional material did not do that game a great deal of justice.
Why would
Like
they put nitro cells in the room they're in?
Because they're not interested in keeping the hostage alive.
What about themselves?
You
Ah,
blow yourself
occupational
up,
hazard.
they can't capture you.
Ugh.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so just the fact that Horizon wasn't awful, like I really cynically expected that it would, was to me good news.
Yeah.
I think they really made a mistake in holding off on showing
The story
appreciable story content for so long.
Because I'd written it off by the time
yeah,
it did.
so had I. I thought I was just like, okay, this is weird. This is just open world robo dinosaur hunter for some reason. Yeah, no. And then along came the story trailer. I'm like, holy crap, this actually looks good. No, don't vault, you idiot! Ow, my shins.
Do we have the person?
I'm getting run over by a train. I'm gonna be like,
Mag dump. Whoa! Hi, fellas! Reload faster, damn you! This has gone not well.
It's Fugard.
Well, I thought I was real clever there until I ran face first into 3 of them.
Yeah, that.
Ooh,
you don't reload after every single shot. You're a bad Siege player.
It's just when you mag dump into 2 guys and then 3 more are like, hey, sup, from 3 feet away, your day has gone from okay to terrible in a heartbeat.
That really is how it would be, isn't it?
That went well. Not at all. That did not go well. that went.
Also, I'm curious, for those that have played Horizon
Bunny
Zero Dawn...
says, Horizon to me falls into, I played this before.
Yeah, I could see that, because the gameplay does look fairly derivative. Curiosity question, though. Does it contain any Turok Easter eggs? Because I feel like a game like that, if it...
Have Turok Easter eggs?
Yeah, if it's not paying homage to the old school video game Dinosaur Hunter, robotic or not, what are you doing?
Hey, do you know?
That said, I don't like pretty much any Turok games after the Nintendo 64. Pretty much all of the new ones are...
Bunny says, I hope so.
Including and especially the newest Turok game.
Wait, they made a new one?
Well, it's not really new anymore. It's almost 10 years old at this point, I think. It was the awful reboot.
Oh.
Whoa.
Don't go in there.
Oh, well, I'll go in there. I just... No, never mind. I'm not going in there. That's too many explosives.
Yeah.
And y'all know, it takes a lot for me to say that anything constitutes too many explosives. That room?
That was too many explosives.
Too many explosives.
If you can't count it out on 2 hands, it's too high.
Woo.
Haha, made you shoot your money. Whoa.
And back on.
This is going well.
Dude, you're so angry. What are you mad about, man?
You made them shoot their money.
True.
Man about being killed. I don't know why this is a surprise to you.
Well, you know what? That's just selfish, honestly.
Can we just grab some of that money?
Can come into my house and murder me. See how I'm feeling during that.
Don't go in there.
I'm just,
Get everything killed. I
gonna
have
make a
it.
shortcut. I mean... I have felt
Jill
dead
says,
inside.
But Jamie wanted a big boo!
Old school Mythbuster. Whoa! Missed that show. I do think it's funny that apparently Adam and Jamie like hated each other though. They just faked nice for the cameras.
Alright, consider this. anything can be a UFO if you're just really bad at identifying things.
This is very true.
But
And most of the time, that is the case.
But it can't be a UFO if it doesn't fly.
I mean, whoop!
It's part of the definition of UFO.
Yes.
This is true.
If it's not flying, it's not a UFO. It's just
However,
a UO.
almost anything could get propelled through the air, whether
That's
it's
true.
actually flying under its own power.
That's true, but unless it
Whoa.
is doing that, then it doesn't count as UFO. Because it has to be at least in the air.
Anyone else in there?
I don't know. What was that?
Thought so. Okay.
Sweetie bikes.
When a homework assignment is theoretically multiple choice, but you know it's really just multiple guess for you.
It me.
I totally understand that.
One of the most fortunate skills you can possibly learn,
When it
even
comes
going
to
into
tests.
college, is just learning how to narrow multiple choice down.
Yep. Get rid of the
Just
most
play-
obviously not the answer.
Yeah, just play the numbers game and at least get your odds down to 50%.
Because then even if you don't know the answer, you have a 50% shot of getting it right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That way,
That's
mathematically, you're already starting with a foundation grade of 50, and as long as you know at least half of the other content, you're making it up to 75. You're passing, man.
I guess.
Welcome to Kin's College Shortcuts 101.
I mean, it works.
It worked for me. I graduated high school in 3 years, graduated college in 3.5.
And it really worked for you.
It did. I am one of the best bullshit artists you will ever meet.
Meanwhile, I'm going to be in high school for 4 years and college for 78 or something. Man, high school sucks. And
Yes, it
I really
does.
sympathize with one of my teachers who ends a lot of phone calls with "hang in there." And the conversation is like, yes, he understands.
Yeah.
High school does suck.
It does.
I remember high school
That-
sucking. The best part about high school was my orchestra.
Like,
And even that tended to suck every now and then.
I've discussed this in the past on the channel, for anyone new around here, though, about the whole graduating in 3 years from high school thing. I wish I could say that I did that because of some grand academic ambition. Nah. I just hated high school and everyone in it so much that I wanted to get the hell out of there as soon as I could. Like, as physically, quickly as humanly possible. As soon as I heard that early graduation was even a possibility, I was like, I'm doing that. Because I hate these people.
Wait, you're like, I'm out. See ya. Bye.
Yep.
That's what I should have done, but now I'm here for the long haul and applying to be a club president.
But that will look good
I
on your
mean-
college application.
Yeah, man, like, your resumes are going to look a lot sharper than mine did at the same age.
Fair. I think my most valuable skill is the ability to somehow survive honors chemistry when you barely know how math or chemistry works.
Yeah,
The
that's
best
pretty
thing I
impressive.
learned in that class was perseverance.
Yep. I don't like this kitchen. It reminds me too much of the one scene in Jurassic Park. Because all of the stuff was shiny.
It's all chromed.
Like, no. I will never have a chromed kitchen. Never. Not ever.
Never.
I will have too many nightmares of freaking velociraptors.
You know, technically speaking, animals
I
were
know
Deinonychus.
I know they weren't actually velociraptors. They called them velociraptors.
They did. Like, it's, that's just the nerd in me. It's just like, no, goddamn, Jurassic Park got it wrong.
She says, that's why almost everyone from my high school went to the vocation school to get out of our high school.
I completely sympathize, man.
We get it, man.
I think we should just cancel high school.
I think we should change it fundamentally so that it actually prepares people for life and doesn't just train them in how to take standardized tests.
As someone who just finished two AP tests, how about we get rid of that good AP system? I hate AP classes.
Yeah.
Love my teachers. I hate the curriculum. I hate that World War I was literally a one-day lesson.
Yeah, that's no good.
Mm-mm.
That's not how you history.
That's not how you learn history.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh man, I can hear myself getting chemtrailed. I hear a plane passing by. What if it turns out showers are just chemtrails but up close?
You know, you say that satirically, and yet I know people that if you were to say that would immediately go, oh shit, I'm never showering again because that never occurred to me.
And then I realized I was chemtrailing myself.
Like I said, I know people that have very seriously taken the word of Alex Jones as gospel, and whew, these past few weeks are pretty rough for them.
I don't like that. Hey, speedrun knowledge. What is the most wacky music that you know?
Most wacky music?
Yeah, like about a band or something, or a musician.
You mean like facts about the band, or?
Yeah.
Good question.
I go into your mind while you think.
Sure.
Gorgoroth's founder, lead guitarist, and main creative director in Furnace maintains that in 1992 he signed a literal pact with the devil. He has never divulged what was within that pact with the devil, but according to him, the devil upholds it each and every day.
Wow.
Honestly,
You know what?
Good for him.
He is dedicated. It's a man who sticks to his principles.
Good for him.
That takes a rare discipline.
I think part of the pact with the devil was not aging, because he's 44, but he looks about 30. And he's super ripped, and it makes me really mad.
So he's in the same camp as some of the other... God, who are some of the other good examples of celebrities that just do not age? Keanu Reeves, he is one. For a long time, Cher was one. She's really starting to show it these days.
Well, she broke her pact with the devil.
Who's another good example like that? For a long time, Sean Connery didn't really show his age. He just looks perpetually like 45.
Has Kevin Spacey aged?
Not much.
His hair ages, but that's the only thing about him that does age. He was born with Kevin Spacey face.
Sheila says, just had a meeting with my youngest son's school. They want to change his class time from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. to like 11 or 11:30 start time and end at 4:30. That's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, that's a pretty significant shift.
Bunny says, speaking of history, twirling your sword has no defensive value. You're gonna die still.
I mean, it only does if you think you're fighting an undisciplined enough opponent that
will intimidate them.
Exactly, yeah. If a flashy flourish will like shake them up and we go, ah! Like that's the only real purpose that it serves. And
that
against,
and it's fun.
Yeah, and for like demonstration purposes and stuff,
Purposes.
In a fight though, unless you're
in an actual fight, unless you can intimidate them into backing down or
Which
freaking out.
For one thing, you shouldn't count on against anyone.
No.
And realistically, like, if you're in a sword fighting scenario, you're probably up against serious combatants that they're just going to see that, laugh, and stab you while you're flailing around. Like, it's just not a good idea. It's only useful against easily frightened people that are probably amateurs that you could just outfight anyway.
Penny says I'm talking Hollywood style shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I cannot watch Into the Badlands. Because every single trailer I've seen of it, I can feel my face caving in. I'm cringing so hard at the choreography. It looks awful. I've heard the story's fine. And you know what? Maybe it is. I could not stand looking at any of the fight scenes.
The trailers, anyway.
Someone's a fan.
Yeah.
Sorry,
not sorry, anyone that I make upset with that statement.
Fair. Also, I'm dropping a picture of Infernus in stream chat. I want everyone to look at this guy.
Whoa.
44. I hate this.
Whoa. Excuse you. No, you don't. You have eyes all over the wall.
I like how our responses was the exact thing. Bunny says sword fighting is cuts, thrusts, and parries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, like, to me, because I've done martial arts for years and years and years now, I hate, and I see this even in otherwise well-choreographed movies all the time, edge-on-edge contact.
You don't do that.
No. You only do that if you have absolutely zero other choice. Because edge-on-edge contact will ruin weapons faster than anything.
If you want a steel bar instead of an actual sword.
I mean, yeah, if you're using, like, a club or something, that's fine. Even so, like...
But that is not what you do with a sword.
No, with an edged weapon...
You turn it to the side.
Yeah,
If
you
you're
turn
gonna
it to the
attack
side.
you turn it to the side.
You deflect, you parry, you don't just clang at a 90-degree angle whoa, against the other person's weapon. That's not how you sword.
Unless it's a lightsaber, in which case, feel free.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not actually an edge, though.
No, I know.
Whoa.
But do not sword fight as though it were lightsaber fight.
Oh, no.
That's not how it works.
That is a great way to ruin your weapon. And this is also part of why, like, I know a lot of people consider, like, Resident Evil 4, like, a really serious Resident Evil game. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It has edge-on-edge knife fighting. So, no. No one can, in their right mind, call Resident Evil 4. It's fun. It's entertaining to look at. It's stupid.
Who cares? It's fun. I didn't actually...
Like, don't get me wrong. I like Resident Evil 4.
I didn't actually think it was meant to be serious. Was it actually meant to be serious?
Some people think so.
I was pretty sure it was satire.
Oh, no. No, no, no. None of the Resident Evil games are really satire. Now, some of them do seem like it. And even at their cringiest and dumbest, ooh, the games still can't hold a candle to the movies.
Don't talk to me about that.
Listen.
Bunny says, and most importantly, improvise.
Yeah.
Half sorting is a good example, and other things
Oh, yeah.
like shield bashing, spear throwing.
Yeah. Improvise. Fight dirty. There is no such thing as a fair fight. The only unfair fight is the one you lose.
Yep.
Go for the throat. Go for the groin.
There is no dirty tricks.
Catch your opponent in the jaw with the cross guard of your sword so that they're disoriented. Ow! My eyes! Like, when I used to get told to do... Say what?
Oh, sorry, some guy released a video that is just like a sing-songy history of the world in 20 minutes.
Yeah?
It's the funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. It's really, really powerful.
God, that reminds me. I wish I could remember the name of the stand-up artist that did this. God, because his set with this was so good. It was him, because I think he's a teacher, if I remember correctly, explaining the history of the United States to like a low, like little kids level history class.
What you're talking about. Yeah.
Through the analogy of like snacks and cookies.
The snack
It
analogies.
is so good.
Explain.
It makes sense.
Like I can't even like replicate it because I don't remember it clearly enough to do it justice.
I think it was like Oreos and
Well, like every like
faction was
country
a type of
or
snack.
ethnic group was a type of like cookie or something, and he
It
managed.
was like the snack wars.
Yeah, like he managed to acknowledge a lot of stereotypes and so carefully and deftly phrased things that it did not come across as offensive. It instead came across as incredibly aware and just clever in the extreme. God, I wish I could remember who that was. Because he deserves way more credit than he seems to get.
Sounds incredible, to be honest.
Like
The Great Snack War.
The history of the United States as told in The Magical Cookie Jar.
Oh my god.
Whoa, God. Man, like there's a lot of those really great comedians that unfortunately just go unnoticed because for whatever reason they don't like sell well, I guess. Like Dan Cummins is one of those. Dan Cummins is an amazing comic. Almost no one knows who he is though.
And even though he's not a comic, and my favorite part isn't, supposed to be humorous, I still like the slam poet English teacher.
Oh yes. Oh
what
God.
do I mean?
Taylor Molly.
Yeah.
If you enjoy poetry at all, look up Taylor Molly. What teachers make.
Yeah.
Look that up.
It's glorious.
It is so good.
Sounds incredible.
It is.
And, like,
seriously.
as someone
go
who's-
look that up. It is fantastic. Oh.
Yeah, like as someone who has teachers in their close family. Well, my grandma was a teacher for a very long time for special needs kids.
Both of my grandparents were teachers also.
My aunt, or rather my great aunt, was a science teacher. I heard growing up all the crap that they have to deal with and how underappreciated they are. And this dude, who is a slam poet and a teacher, like he gets
I think
it.
he's a high school English teacher.
Yeah, he's a high school English teacher, and his slam poetry is friggin' fantastic. Oh God.
Yeah,
It was so good. So good.
Oh God.
But he says, also, I want to add to the weapons of old, one cannot hold a bow for minutes on end.
No, especially like drawn.
You cannot
No.
hold a drawn bow like that for... No.
If your chested furnaces.
Yeah. Your fingers will hate you.
You will hurt.
Yeah.
You will be hurting.
It's like, as cool as it is, like, part of me cringes a little at some of the fight scenes in, like, Lord of the Rings with Legolas. At the same time, like, he's an elf, he's magical.
And his bow
Plus-
is also magical.
Plus, the choreographers for those films did, for the first three, mind you, not so much for The Hobbit or any of its, I almost hesitate to call them sequels, they're spin-offs. The core Lord of the Rings movies, though. The choreographers and the armorists did a fantastic job at only really slightly exaggerating like the speed and the telegraphing and stuff, so that most of the fighting still seemed acceptable to those that actually know weapons combat and how to do it, with the exception, as I mentioned earlier, of edge-on-edge contact, which they still do a lot. And the character of Legolas, I enjoyed watching a lot of his scenes simply because it was sped up. Like, that was really the only major exaggeration made for him.
He's just super fast.
Yeah.
Of course, Since a lot of elven stuff in that universe seems to be lighter.
Yeah, exactly.
But just as useful
Yeah,
/ strong as other things, then I guess I can understand why he's faster, because he's also an elf, so he's...
Yeah, and elves are depicted as having, like, fantastic reflexes, and they're really dexterous and all that, so...
You know, when you put those two things together, it seems like it's fairly realistic for that universe.
Yeah.
Now, if he was human in the real world,
the only reason that Legolas gets a pass, and you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about, for skateboarding on an Uruk-hai shield is because he's an elf.
He's an elf.
If any of the human characters did that, I'd have checked out of the movie right then.
Yeah. But he's an elf. He can walk on top of the snow and not fall in.
Yeah.
When even the hobbits break the surface.
Yeah. So, straight up friggin' magic. It's alright.
Well, he's an elf. Of course he has magic.
I can accept this. 7.5 pounds if soaking wet.
And that's purely the hair.
I'm done with that round. I get to pop in.
Alrighty. Hear anything from the Canadiana Stanonite?
Unfortunately.
Darn. Yeah, message goes too. He's still on snooze mode. Hi, dude. How your feet doing?
Also, I was looking into maybe saving up to get a custom-made army, because they're not always outrageously expensive. And sometimes the difference between like a standard model and a custom model might only be a few $100s, and sometimes it's worth getting those customizations made.
Yeah.
And I was looking at some Jackson, the Jackson Hunter Top. Baseline price, 3.6K. No thank you.
Whoa! Yeah, I know a couple of shops around the Austin area that will do custom jobs for just over $1,000, depending on what you want. 3K though?
That's
Ooh,
stout.
that's pretty stout.
Like, granted, Jackson guitars are really good. It's just not in my budget though.
Yeah, same. It's like when I looked at some of the Jesse James custom handguns, because he's got his shop in Austin now.
They're
And I mean, like, yeah,
We'd love to, but...
they're hand forged from Jesse James himself, one of the greatest artists of metal, and I mean that in literally like the material, of our generation. At the same time, though, his prices, holy shit.
That's because he's him.
Yeah, like, he's Jesse James. He gets to set his own damn price point, and people will pay it. Still.
It just makes us sad for those of us who can't,
Yeah.
but wish we could.
Apparently, if I wanted to get a really, really high quality custom Kiesel, it would be like $2,000.
Oof.
And part of me is like, it's worth it because Kiesel is that good. The other part of me is like, I need money for college that I can fall back on if meal swipes aren't given in full amount, which they never are.
This is true. Fuck. I realized midway through that firefight I was getting shot at from over my shoulder. Excuse you? Where's that chirping?
Hello?
Right there.
Hey! He lives.
I guess we're being
Would you like to see Gerino, perhaps?
Oh, he popped out for a second.
Oh.
He's fixing something, I think he said.
Oh, okay.
I'm also like 3/4 deaf or something, so.
Whoa! Hi. Oh god, why is it always in the middle of games like these that my freaking face gets itchy? Eh.
Because you're extraordinarily unlucky.
Anyone home?
Hey, if If I
Who goes
sign
there?
with the double, do you think I will get as ripped as Infernus?
You know, gotta say probably not, man. Stuff like that, it's genetics.
Genetic deal with the double. That's true, honestly.
No, man, you just gotta make the right deal so that you can get access to that new Asmodean gene therapy lab. You know, it's a new thing.
Am I having a stroke?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, Infernus is a pretty wacky guy. During the Gorkroth legal name dispute, he wrote about how he might be coming back once it was resolved. And he wrote, "I promise for Satan I shall return. Thank you 1,000 times and praise hail Satan."
Jesus.
Like, this dude's intense, and he's a diehard, but I respect that, I guess.
I mean, like, let no one say that he does, whoa, not stick to character at all times.
I think he is actually like a straight up theistic Satanist.
I mean,
That's scary.
to each their own, I suppose.
Power move, honestly.
What's the other part of this whole deal with the double? I'm trying to find it.
You have to do like a blood contract.
Yes. Oh, here it is. Infernus founded the black metal band Gorgoroth in something Norway in 1992 after, quote, making a pact with the devil, unquote, and cited. It's powerful.
Clearly, he's like an actual Satanist.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Just like straight up contacting the devil.
Yep.
I wonder what his phone number is. Do you think it has 666 in it?
No, probably
Probably
not.
666
Is it-
6666.
No, oh wait, no, I get it. That's the area code.
Yep.
Does he live in Hell, Sweden?
There's a Hell Norway.
There is.
I've
he
been
lives
there.
then. He's Norwegian.
Vi has literally gone to hell and back.
Yes, I have.
Nice.
I have been to Hell Norway. It does exist.
Is it nice this time of year?
Let's see. It's what, May?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it actually probably is.
Yeah, so there you go.
I got a friend in Finland that is not Marcus, and he says it still looks like December.
They might be having a long winter then. But once it starts edging into summertime, then yes. Yes, it would be nice there.
I'm back. Illinois is still stuck in winter.
Fun fact, Canada never leaves winter.
Okay, well, that's a different topic, okay?
Summer's just a nice day for you.
If it's plus 15, we consider it summer.
Bunny says, I caught the trailer for Street Fighter V's new characters. My thought, I still don't care about your game. Is it that bad?
No, like Street Fighter V is a great game. It's just not my style. Honestly, the one thing that they did with it that just for some reason my like sensibilities for fighting games, it doesn't really jive well with me, is the like impact stutter. Because when you connect with a move in Street Fighter V, like everything sort of stops for like a frame or two.
Why?
To just make the impact seem a little like heavier and more kinetic. And like it's a stylistic thing. I don't know. For me, I don't really like it. I like more flowy fighting games like Tekken and Soul Calibur. Oh shit! Who got me? Was the guy way at the end of the hall? It was. It was the guy way at the end of the hall. You asshole.
I'm gonna hit you with that bin fight.
Yeah, man. Because clearly I need reinforcements. Alright, return to main menu.
We turn Bob up in a quiet way on my end.
It's because everybody's sleeping in my house.
Oh, for me?
No, like on my
Oh, okay.
personal end, he's super quiet, so I'm turning him up.
Let's see.
Friends?
There we go.
Okay, how do you do it? This Shift F38? What?
Shift F2.
I do that.
Alt F4.
I don't know. Shift F, Alt F4.
Bunny says, what pisses me off more is that they changed some of the old characters completely.
Did they? I don't know much about Street Fighter V's like stories or even the movesets or anything.
But they...
Because for anyone that's kept close attention on the channel for the last few weeks, y'all know I've played Street Fighter V exactly once, and it was for their what they call it, Capcom Fighters Network, and it doesn't like my gamepad to the point where I was literally having to use the right analog stick as though it were the usual like thumb input keys on that side of the controller. So I was having to like move the stick up to hit triangle, you know, move it left to hit square, or for some of the ones that even that wasn't working on, I would have to depress the stick and move it to make it think it was that key. So it was a catastrophe.
But I can understand why people would be upset if they took some of the old characters and changed around the way they...
Yeah, like, especially if they changed up the movesets, like that would suck. Because that's something that...
Once you're 5 games in...
Yeah, that's something that really annoyed me with 2 characters in particular in Tekken and Soul Calibur. They can't seem to make up their damn minds, and they've tried to explain this with story, which, to a point, I understand, for the character of Jin.
Yeah.
Because his fighting style changes in almost every game. And I still miss the old Jin fighting style from Tekken 3. 4 was just a mess. At least later, once we got Devil Jin, he kind of incorporated some elements from the old Tekken 3 Jin.
So you like Devil Jin better?
Yeah, I do. And then I still, to this day, miss the moveset for Mitsurugi in Soul Calibur from Soul Calibur 2. I think he had the most polished, crisp moveset. Yeah, Cassandra was another one.
I was actually pretty good with Cassandra.
Yeah.
But nobody has Cassandra's movesets. Not even Cassandra in the next game.
Yeah. And in what is it, 5 is the most recent Soul Calibur, like, you can't get Songmina's style at all.
No.
Keelik's style is now just twisted into friggin' Goku knockoff number 37, because I don't remember his damn name, because he's not interesting enough to remember.
Wow, you've got favorable opinions. Also, I'm ready to game if you're good to go. So
Okay.
I'm ready to get ready as well.
Okay,
Let's see. Let's
Um,
jump into multiplayer.
Shield says, I'm not yelling at the computer when it's 55% and you miss. Yeah, that's always upsetting.
No, I yell at the computer when it's 95% and they miss.
Or I mean 95, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant. I said it wrong. I apologize. But yeah, when it's 95% and you miss. Bunny says, Vega since 2 was a charging character, and you press one direction and the other, plus an attack button for one of his specials. Now it's turned into a generic Shoto character along with Ryu and Ken.
Gotcha.
Alright, here's an idea though. Consistent control schemes.
Yes.
That would be nice also.
Please.
Why not?
That was part of what really impressed me, actually, when they did the, I think it was Soul Calibur 2, when they actually imported, as the guest character, Heihachi Mishima, into, oh, well, let's see. Do I have any other? Hang on. Yeah, I don't have any other attackers. Oh well. Don't fuse the hostage. So anyway. I was actually impressed that they managed to, for the most part, like preserve
His movesets.
yeah, a lot of his more iconic moves and the key inputs. I mean, obviously with some exceptions.
Yeah.
So that if you knew how to play Heihachi well in the Tekken games, you could almost immediately pick him up and figure him out really quickly in the Soul Calibur game that he guested in.
Yeah.
Like that was impressive.
Mm-hmm. Shield says, or it's 99% chance to hit and you only do 1 or 2 damage. That's always really sad.
That was honestly part of why I dropped Long War, because I hated the fact that
Even when you hit, you did nothing.
a dinky wooden table would prevent my grenades from doing full damage to enemies that the grenade was sitting right next to.
No, that's,
Like-
no, that's correct.
Doing 1 damage with a grenade.
Bunny says, XCOM is a game that makes you want to eat your keyboard.
Maybe maybe something about playing misery. I just don't see the issue. I believe that's what the kids call fair and balanced.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. Of course, for folks that pay close attention to the channel, how'd y'all like my ending thoughts on Legendary? Ooh.
I haven't had a chance to check it yet. Spoil it for me.
Suffice it to say, it's a terrible game, and you should never waste your time on it.
Don't.
What's that? Go get it right now.
And it falls into the same camp as Homefront, in that its multiplayer is completely dead. Not as in dead because no one's playing it, dead as in inaccessible.
Wasn't it GameSpot?
It was GameSpy.
It was GameSpot.
And when GameSpy shut down, so did Legendary's multiplayer.
Wow, that's really optimal. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Alright, well, I found them kind of getting surrounded-ish.
And then the, how long would you say the actual campaign is?
About 5 hours.
Oh.
Ow! I'm down.
You get diet?
Some weeb asshole lit me up.
Oh, bear trap. Bear trap I made.
Damn, I got shredded.
Yeah. That went well.
Bob, can you bop around and just help the boy out?
I cannot because I got fucking vessels right here.
I'm gonna spectate the Barbarino.
Give me a word that rhymes with news.
Snooze.
Ah, fuck.
Lose.
Lose. You had to make it real, didn't you?
That was the first word that came to mind. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Okay, what about clues? That's better, right?
Booze, so I'm going to have to drink faster and go.
Send booze when we need to go real badly.
What the hell?
I don't know. Oh, what?
Does it still do the highlight everything in yellow thing with Glaz's scope? Yep.
Yep. I don't like that.
I don't either.
I don't like it because it makes me look bad as Glaz. You know,
Yeah.
I've been making Glaz since this game was released.
Exactly.
Before this game was released,
Should be toggleable.
it should be removed.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
What? That chair will block bullets? This sucks. This sucks.
Well, you don't have completely bullet-resistant suitcases?
No.
Clearly he's never been in an active war zone. This fucking guy.
Cue the meme of that reporter dude. I was there.
Covered war zero.
This sucks.
Oh, who took Frost?
Future Carson. You're about to be past Carson.
Ben Carson from 30 years later playing Siege.
Someone else fucking taking my screen. How dare he?
But also, the AP U.S. government and politics
Test
Yeah.
was possibly the easiest test I've taken in my life.
I guess that's a good thing.
Not like, burr, I'm smart, look at me, I can do this. But like, if you have a functional knowledge of U.S. government, it is 99% of the questions were no-brainers.
I mean, let's ask the honest question, though. How many Americans actually have a functional knowledge of the United States government?
I have to go right now.
I mean, once again, I know I've made this analogy in the past, and it's not mine, it's George Carlin's. So credit where it's due. Imagine the intelligence level of the average American, and then realize that mathematically that then means half of them are even dumber than that. And those people vote.
This sucks.
Can we not imagine that possibility?
It's not a possibility, that's reality, my
Yeah,
friend.
that's what I said. I didn't want to imagine. I could do without.
Isn't math fun, kids?
No.
No, math makes me want to die.
That's why I don't math. Okay? I don't math because no.
Oh,
I don't need to
true.
know that.
The hardest part of the entire AP Gov test was remembering what bureaucratic discretion is, and remembering what U.S. v. Lopez entailed as a Supreme Court case, and what it meant for the state versus federal rights case.
I will admit, I do not remember that one.
It was the use of the Interstate Commerce Clause to regulate gun ownership in public areas.
Huh. I did not know that.
And I will not be commenting on that for obvious reasons.
No. I mean, that's just stating what it is.
Yeah. Just want to be clear for any enthusiastic comments or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse you, but you're talking about gun at all being like triggering.
I guess we all gotta stop playing Siege.
How dare you say the word gun? I mean, it's illegal, man.
Oh, I got hacked by sludge.
The letter G triggers me.
Ow! Well, I took 2 of them down.
I think I'm losing my edge in this game because I haven't played in a while.
Then
That's
I guess they use
embarrassing.
that excuse 2 more times this night, and then there's no excuse.
I mean, especially with your record, like, you are the mightiest among us.
No, Sweaty, I don't remember this.
I have no recollection.
You're thinking about the wrong Canadian.
And that goes by the name of Bob Man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, look, Glass's scope being OP again. Wow. I like this. That sucks, man.
Well, especially because if someone is prone,
Nerf flash.
like, I've used the, like, play possum strat, where if you just hold still while prone, out of the corner of people's eyes, they'll think, oh, that's a dead body. Whereas if you're highlighted in yellow, they know, oh, that guy's definitely alive.
Yeah, I also don't like that it makes smoke obsolete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care
No.
like the grenade thing.
No, it makes smoke obsolete for everybody but Glaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you using smoke to cover your position, nope, you just screwed yourself. Congrats.
Yeah. Now, like, if it did the, you know, disregarding smoke thing without the yellow highlights, that I would like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'd still have to pick out targets with your own eyes.
That's what it should have been. It should have just been like, you cannot be disrupted while looking through the scope except for flashbangs.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that I would enjoy.
Smoking up at a destroyer, everybody still knows where you are. It's just fucking less obvious where in the smoke you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
Like, you're not going to get pinpoint accuracy in the middle of all that.
I need a better mouse. Or a mouse pad.
Also, I'm currently having a text debate about whether a relationship with a ghost would be ethical or not. I'm saying no, for the record. I'm saying only nice humans are good. And she says, what about Casper? And I'm saying not human.
I'm thinking the power dynamics of that relationship.
Casper is a child.
Yeah.
Casper's a child, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's probably not so good.
Friendly reminder that the keyword people deserve death.
Yeah.
Oh, word. I'm with that.
They deserve severe unpleasantry.
Let's see. Bunny says if you play Chivalry, if you crouch while looking down, nothing will hit you.
Yeah.
Back up.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's the hitboxes in Chivalry and the actual, like, collision meshes for attack animations are really weird.
So if you crouch and look down, nothing can hit you?
I think arrows still can. A lot of melee attacks will, like... I think the game thinks they're going over you.
That's weird.
Oh,
It is!
nice.
I love the idea of Chivalry. It's just... I think it needed a little more polish.
That one.
So,
Alright, 2 of them are dead.
I'm trying to be a scanning boy.
You do that.
I'm trying. I really
But are you back on your ship?
always. Lord help me.
Ow!
Ooh.
Damn, I didn't even see him. Jesus.
Spotted. I don't like that.
Where'd he pop me from? Oh, he was way deep in there.
Oh, I'm being hit by like a sonic emitter thing. This is lame. Wow, that fucked me up for way longer than I would have hoped.
The Sonic thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunny says I got
Oh,
tired
wow.
of fighting people that exploit the hitbox so bad that I just dropped the game.
Yeah, I go through cycles with Chivalry. I'll play it for like a week and really enjoy it, and then the spinners will just infuriate me a little more every day.
And then you end up stopping.
Yeah, because you can glitch out and cheat the collision detection system of Chivalry so easy, just jerking your mouse around so that your character is flailing around completely unpredictably, completely against all semblance of adherence to physics, and it just,
It gets too frustrating to bother with anymore.
Exactly. It's just like, man, this ain't worth the effort.
Yeah, but he says it looks like one of those games best played with friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in other words, played with people you know aren't gonna
Yeah.
the system.
Like, what sucks with it, though, is that it's really hard to do, like, small matches in Chivalry unless you're doing, like, duels. If you want to fill a full, like, you know, Conquest Siege server, you need to have, like, one of those professional gaming clan kind of things that...
The big groups.
Yeah, that's, you know, few people really have access to, so...
Unless you're famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
we did!
Yeah.
We got our asses handed to us.
His nose is sticking
It's
out.
okay, I'm rusty.
What? His nose was sticking out of his thing.
It was. Yeah,
But I still live the best on earth.
I was gonna say, I'm rusty, says the guy in first place.
Alright, well, I don't know about you guys, but it's time to crack open that heckin' apple cider.
Dude, now you're making me want an Angry Orchard.
That's a cold one with the boys, since I can't do that for another month.
And with the boys.
For another long time.
Yes.
How old are you, Noah? 16?
I don't
17?
know.
I don't know.
Old enough to know I don't give a shit anymore.
Honestly, sometimes I forget how old I am.
So do I.
I think I'm
I've
about 4.
I've reached that point where someone will ask me how old I am, and I actually have to start doing the math in my
I have to start
head.
thinking about it.
See, I'm 4.
You're
This
4?
this may sound absurd to some of our younger viewers. Trust me, you'll reach that point too.
You'll get there.
Guys, the stupid plasticky thing is preventing me from opening the cider. Like, you know how there's like the lid, and then there's like that little like ring underneath the lid that you have to like twist off too?
Yeah.
That is preventing me from opening the cider.
Why, gods? Why do you hate me?
I've had to use knives on those before.
Oh, so have I.
I've also hurt myself using a knife on those before.
Also, the reason I select 4 is I'm probably 4 years past the point where I was okay with a lot of the bullshit.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, I wanna die.
Bunny says, if only I had more friends that play Chivalry, I'd play it more often.
Same. Like, I had a fun night a few months ago playing with Ghost, and he and I were just jacking around in a dual
Okay.
server.
What is the bottle made of? Bob, what's the bottle made of?
Plastic.
Okay, so what you need to do, go get a glass, poke a hole underneath the lid, like, on the plastic side, and then pour it in the glass.
Yep. I have done that with, oh god, what is it? Capri Suns. A lot.
I got it.
If you, okay, so for future reference, anybody, if you cannot open a plastic bottle, just cut a hole in the side and pour it into a glass.
So as I've said many times, if violence isn't solving your problems, you're just not applying enough violence.
Or the right kind of violence.
Can't get that cup open? Cup? No.
Bottle open.
Container.
Hold on a sec.
Stab it!
See, I don't like that. Violence isn't the answer.
Sure it is. It's not the answer, it's a answer. An answer? God, I can't talk tonight.
Man, who here has the English?
I don't know. Somebody must. Because, whew.
It's me, guys. I'm sorry. Big shocker. That's why I haven't been to any streams lately.
Getting your major in Canadian literature, which is actually a class that I took.
Yeah.
Yep, a college in Texas
Has Canadian literature as
has
a class.
Canadian lit as a class. I don't know. It was really good, though. It was one of my favorite classes.
Let's see.
Not a lot of novels. There was an awful lot of poetry, though.
Ugh.
old as the original
where
Star
shit
Wars.
rhymes are like that thick shit where they just try to say it's like metaphysical poetry.
I will say that a lot of it dealt with what is referred to as the sublime.
Uh-oh, we need to cut this one off the pass. We're not doing this.
I take it you are not a fan of the poetics?
Let's not. Let's just... Shield says, I'm as old as the original Star Wars. And you know what? That's how I figure out how old I am. Or rather, it's how I figure out how old some other stuff is. Is when I realized that came out only a couple years after I was born. And suddenly I feel really old. There's a lot of movies like that. A lot of music.
I like how this guy team named Hideous. I feel that.
Pepe Cavera.
Oh god, we got Thought Patrol Cat, Thought Patrol Gek, and Thought Patrol Peck.
Oh my.
Jeez, I wonder what these guys' favorite website is.
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask them.
I think it's 9gag.
No.
What? Oh, fuck.
It's like what?
Dude, we're facing Texaco.
You know what? Honesty. I can respect that.
That's amazing.
These guys know what they're about.
I like it.
I can't fault them for that.
Yeah.
This just got peaked.
Mature stream, guys. Mature stream. Roblox. No. Fired.
This sucks. I don't like this.
Triple X.
Oh.
Oh my god, this is so bad. Maybe we shouldn't have.
Kick that hornet's nest.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done that.
Bad to worse and then bad to worse again.
Bunny says I'm 3 years older than Jurassic Park.
What year did Jurassic Park come out?
I don't need to know. I don't need to know how old I am. Thank you.
99.
If it was 99, then I was 10 years old.
I was 9. You feel so old.
Oh
Oh my
man.
goodness. We shouldn't have kicked that hornet's nest. 1993 says Bunny.
It doesn't have blood,
Bunny!
it has water.
I was 4.
Bunny! You're the same age as me!
Wait, 90.
1993 is when it came out, and Bunny is 3 years older than it.
Oh,
Therefore,
okay.
Bunny was born in 1990,
This is
just
true.
like me.
This is true. Math! Not my strong suit.
No. We all know that by now. I'm sorry. I love you.
Oh, I make no claims to the contrary.
I do love you,
It
but
ain't from my math skills.
No?
4chan.ca.
gosh, H.
I don't like that.
I mean, you don't think these guys would ever frequent poll, do you?
No, never.
No.
Nah, not once.
Nope.
Shield says my oldest son turns 21 this year. Uh-oh. He's gonna be eligible to drink.
Have fun with that. I don't know. If you're lucky, he was probably like me. In which case, I was just like, oh, I could drink now. Yeah, that costs money, though.
Honestly,
Eh.
I didn't really care.
People are getting really mad at food. Yeah, like, I was the same way with drinking as I was with, like, you know, getting my driver's license. I was like, oh, yay, yet another responsibility that I don't really want.
Of course. My dad was very intelligent about how he did it.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I saw him and my grandpa, you know, drinking beer, you know, whenever we were, you know, we had get-togethers. And I wanted to know what that was because it was in a can, just like my favorite sodas, you know. And he's like, okay, you want to try it? Oh, sure. One sip, and I never wanted beer
Yeah,
again.
you give a little kid one sip, and they ain't ever having any of that again.
It was so bad.
My grandpa did the same thing with me, except he did it with whiskey.
Oh, was
'Cause
so bad.
it was the
They
same
did
color.
that to me with Akavit.
Yeah. I'm looking at whiskey going, oh, it looks like apple juice.
It
Can
looks
I have
so
some?
pretty. Is it good?
Oh,
I see him.
Needless to say, I didn't develop a taste for whiskey until I was well into my 20s.
Shield says we all agree that now he gets to go with great grandma to the casino.
Hey, do you guys want to hear a fun fact?
Huh?
yes.
My AP Gov teacher has 2.5 years of sick days saved up.
Wow.
Why hasn't he used any of them?
Do sick days actually, like, carry over?
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
I know in most places they, like...
They only carry over for a year.
Yeah, exactly.
He is a firm believer in the philosophy that unless you have a situation that would quite literally be a severe risk to others, you cannot not go to school.
Fair enough.
But
And what he was growing up, unless there was a death in the family, you did not miss school, even if you were sick.
Wow.
So
I'm sure he got a lot of people sick that way.
That is true.
Because there's, even when you have the flu, you're not supposed to go to school because you'll give everybody else the flu.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a perfect -1 attendance record. Because the one day he didn't show up was senior ditch day. And he actually ditched. He didn't get called out like a punk.
Wow.
oh, come on.
How do I
Okay.
get down there?
I got blasted.
I'm trying to think about. Oh yeah, when he had a kid, he was gone for.
For 1 week.
When a child was introduced to his family, he was like, "Yo, I'm back in a week, guys. See you in a bit."
Oh god!
What just happened?
I met a trap. My ankles.
Fire trap.
Welcome.
My ankles hurt.
Save us? I guess.
Oh, I just realized I'm... Well, I was gonna say I'm only in the company of one other ally, and now I am dead. Ooh.
Yeah, it's because I got domed because I was fucking around outside.
Alright, let's try this again.
Nobody better
Go with my girl Valkyrie.
man.
I'm glad I picked a defensive character that no one else seems to main.
Did you mean Doc?
I don't like how he's looking at me.
Like, especially when he's kind of snapping the glove.
Yeah, like, you can take those gloves and heck off.
Han, 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 bend over.
Did they ever fix that bug where Caviera's M9 does, like, 92 damage?
I don't know. I didn't know that was a bug.
Yeah, it was a bug whenever you check her gun stats and she did, like, 92 damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Real silly.
Because I'm only that asshole who would, like, break the floor.
Thought Patrol Peck County, or Peck County. I don't like saying those names aloud, so I'm gonna stop doing that.
just refer to them as like P and G and whatever the hell else.
It'd be like Peck, Keck, and Gek.
PKG?
It causes me a fundamental amount of physical pain.
Just instant cognitive dissonance.
Instant agony.
Alright, I got one more welcome.
This girl from my school is like, no, you cannot fire other students. I'm like, what do you mean?
Why not?
She's not trying hard enough.
That was my response. I was like, yeah, I can.
Don't you tell me what I can and can't do.
Exactly.
Oh, they're coming in.
Where are they coming from?
They're in the east, northeast tower. On the staircase, 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Fell at the top.
Okay, for some reason my like alert ping thing got mapped to the same key as my prone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can you fix that?
Yeah, I just gotta go into my key mappings.
I'm just gonna chill in the store.
Who goes there?
Oh god.
They're
That was
coming.
a fake boom.
They're coming from my left.
Oh Christ, I'm dead.
You see where they get you from?
There, if you look to where I died, you know how the building's kind of in an L shape, right?
Uh-huh.
On the opposite point of the L is where I went down.
I see him on the other side of the door. One's coming from the south staircase.
He's directly opposite on the building of where I'm now.
Oh, I think they're
Yeah, they're about to come in. Shit, they got a drone in here.
Pretty more right. Down the red hallway.
Got one. I hear Cavetta. Nice.
Look at this! I'm
Yeah.
fucking blind for this whole thing!
Skill! Yep.
Oh, I'm not gonna make that joke.
You know what that reminds me of?
What does that remind you
10% luck, 20%
Fuck off.
50% concentrated power of will, 5% budget, 15% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
I hate you.
That's embedded in my mind.
I hate you for that.
Thing is, I still unironically like Fort Minor.
Guys.
As far as I'm aware, that's the only song they wrote, period.
It's-
Buddy
it's
says,
not,
what the
though.
fuck was that?
That was an entire album.
That was me being a special forces member.
If you want like
Quotes.
an emotional gut check out their song Kenji.
Okay, maybe.
I suggest checking out All Out of Ale by MF Doom for the single best rap verse in the history of the English language.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll read it off in a sec. I just... Okay.
Door stuck.
Door stuck! Door stuck!
We're a genuine dick sucker.
They're in the east tower.
I've played this map so many times now, and I still have no idea where I'm going.
Okay, I hate this map, to be 100% honest.
Oh, I just fell.
Like, I'm just constantly lost at all times.
Fuck this map. It's too vertical.
Oh, here we go. 1 for the money, 2 for the better green, and 3 for methyl-dioxymethamphetamine.
Okay.
How did he make that work?
No, come look at this face. This guy's fat.
Feeling it.
He's really feeling
Feeling it. Tapped on.
Feel it, feel it.
it. He is, oh fuck.
I will never let Mark Wahlberg live down the old Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Oh,
You try to mark where some of them are, so I can try and hit him from the side.
Oh, fuck.
Ow.
Sorry, kid.
That was my kidney.
Yeah, I need it.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Buddy says, can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Oh, wow, I was useless that round. Whatever, you won.
Whatever, we did it.
I took 2 of them.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Powerful. They were all in
Ooh.
zero. Good lord.
That was a clutch last kill there.
We gotta win this, guys.
We gotta show the thought.
Bring
control
the
boss.
ending.
We're fighting for thought rights.
Oh my god.
Except, I read 1984. I know how this story ends.
I don't. I haven't read it yet.
I won't spoil it then. Suffice it to say, it's not as happy an ending as you might want.
I was not aware that 1984 was intended to have a happy ending.
It's not.
Dude, I don't even think, like, actual 1984 had a happy ending.
Like the year 1984?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did 1984 the year even happen, or is it replaced by the George Orwell book?
Kid, you were around when 1984 happened. What was it like?
Hey now.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Like
That was before his time.
I'm not at the point where I'm sensitive about my age. Just at least get my age right.
Okay, but like, how far before?
I was from 1989.
Okay, so you're like 5 years before.
You were there when I
Um,
was
Buddy does not like Valkyrie's tat.
It is a little generic.
I mean, like, he's gotten there. 9 is bigger than 4.
Yeah, I'm
This
very
is
much
true.
more, so you were there.
By a factor of 5.
I was just a twinkle in my daddy's eye.
Are you even?
5, Bob, I swear.
Are you even?
I mean, like,
I don't know.
9 minus 4 is 5.
4 to the 5th is 9.
What?
We're math then, Ken.
No!
I know you struggle with this.
No!
Ken.
No!
Oh,
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
you're
Are
shooting.
we already here?
Oh.
Compañía.
What?
Ooh.
I made it out there.
I don't like this.
Don't like that.
It'd be hot, but you get it to stay off the property.
Oh. Oh
Okay.
god.
Whoa!
Yeah, we got company in here.
Why is the guy with 2 kills calling the guy with 4 kills a useless shit?
Because he's projecting. Ow! Ow!
Look out the windows, they're like all there. And they're all fucked.
Ow! Where the hell am I getting shot from? Oh.
I'd stay down.
From the window. Well.
Being tracked.
Damn. He just mercilessly put me down. I have faith in you, man. You got this.
Oh my, oh god, they're looking at me.
You got this. Wow. You got shot so hard you did a somersault.
Fucking Rick Boss hanging from the roof.
That's the name of my rap group, Grip on Over the Roof.
If it's any consolation, if he didn't kill you, the explosion going off on the wall next to you would have killed you in like
No,
1
I
second.
was-
Oh, you got a 15 kill. That's really powerful.
Ooh, my bear trap.
Well,
Ah, fuck.
that's all she wrote.
No, it ain't over yet.
We got one more.
Oh, do we? I thought that was it.
Yeah,
No.
tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
No, see, Cat, you should have just thrown him downstairs. She would have fucking.
This will be the tiebreaker round.
Alright.
Should
Should I go pulse or not, Bob?
I try not to like get on people too much for just mispronouncing names. Even so, I still chuckle every time I hear people call her caviar.
Caviar.
Okay, Bob, what should I do? Stop.
You should be Puck.
P90 or shotgun?
P90.
No, I'm bringing this mega shotgun.
Okay.
I don't know why I asked, considering I knew just establishing dominance.
Did we have a no in there? Did my maybe? Are we? Oh, okay, we're back in here.
See, I was like, fight.
That's
fight.
me.
It was like a goat that had a stroke.
Yeah, are you not a guy?
Well, this is true.
Are you not referable to by pronouns?
Oh my god. Okay, after this match, I gotta tell you guys a good story.
Yeah.
There's no good story.
If you see the Discord chat, you might know what my story is about.
I have not checked Discord in a while, so.
It is about the lobster.
I love the lobster.
What?
What's his name?
Gerald.
Gerald. I love
Hold up. What? Now there are named lobsters involved.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Gerald is a
Gerald.
7-pound lobster that was at my store.
Jesus.
He was 7.5 pounds. We brought him in during Easter, and he's been there ever since because he's $144.
Wow.
What happened to him?
That is a swanky lobster.
There was a group called Justice for Gerald, or Dream for Gerald, or something stupid like that, that wanted to like buy him and then release him back into the Atlantic Ocean, which is a 16-hour drive from where we are.
Wow.
Well, did they release him?
No.
They ate him, didn't they?
Sorry, Gerald.
He let them buy it for $100. He was like, $100 for the first person to get him out of my store. And two ladies called. One of them wanted to eat him, and the other one wanted to free him. And the lady that freed him got here 30 minutes before the one that wanted to eat him. And apparently she took him to Ripley's Aquarium, where they, apparently Ripley's Aquarium, like, accepted him.
Huh.
So
now he's an exhibit.
Yeah, but he's not even, like, an exceptional lobster, is the thing.
It's just a lobster.
It's just a lobster.
It's just a big lobster.
A moderately large boy.
I mean, you gotta just fill space in those tanks. Oh god.
That's just not a big deal. I hate my life.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, fucking one of his bolts does Julian damage. One of my shotgun pellets does knock him on his ass. Dumb.
But he says, rock lobster!
Rock lobster.
It sucks. Oh my gosh.
Are they all playing as fucking rookie?
I don't know.
They are.
You get it? It's not.
Ah, I get, no, I don't.
I don't get it either. It's because they have the thoughts.
Ow! Damn it!
Or maybe they were all too busy shitless.
I wounded the shit out of like 3 of them. I only killed 1.
You wounded him?
I did. I wound him up good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. You know what? I'm just gonna spec on Noah.
Now it's 2v2.
You got this. Oh, oh god, they're going all rookie for just pure speed.
My shotgun didn't have the reach for it.
Yeah.
I think you were right, Bob. I think I should have gone P90.
Damn.
Told you, you fucking dummy.
No. That actually was a
I'll
GG.
give that a GG.
I'll give it a GG.
And then there's just the one sledge.
Got him done by fucking control.
Is this the IRA? What?
Yeah, that's correct.
Did I show up to the right place?
I need your social.
We need your ID to confirm that you are in fact listed on our roster as a prospective member.
Okay, fine.
Wait, it says 2v2, me, M9, fight me.
I think I got time for one more set of rounds before I gotta bop out.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm probably gonna go to sleep because I gotta get up early.
Alright, we'll call it an
Well,
early night.
It is 10:41.
Yeah.
So it's almost 11 o'clock. So by the time this is done, it's probably going to be 11 o'clock.
Yep.
So we should probably call it then anyway.
Yeah, we'll call this the last round of the
One
evening.
more round.
Have you ever heard of the coolest stealth aircraft ever called Have Blue or Have
I
Blue?
have. That was
Is it not
first.
the coolest?
It was developed at Area 51.
Hey, here's a better stealth aircraft, the MC-202.
No.
What's your issue
Just
with
no.
Italian monowing for filler planes?
No.
I do think it's funny that the Germans actually developed a stealth plane
Wooden.
made out of friggin'
A
wood
wooden stealth plane.
during World War
Well,
II.
like, wood probably absorbs radar waves. That
Oh yeah, like I'm sure it would if it were actually fielded, which it wasn't,
Oh god.
as far as we know.
Circles back.
Like I'm sure it actually probably would have done
Pretty well.
a decent job for the era. It's just funny to think because it sounds absurd that yeah, there's just this mightily advanced stealth aircraft made of wood.
I think how radar tech was going to outpace it, but it was an interesting concept.
Yeah, like, it would probably only have had a viable window of operation for, like, 2 or 3 years. It could have dominated the skies in that little window, though.
Despite that, though, several times German jets were downed as a regular all-American prop plane.
This is true. It happened more frequently than they like to admit.
Sweaty, that's not true because the MU-262 could outrun the T-51 and
I'll kill you.
Clearly, it could never catch up.
My favorite fact about Germany during World War II is it is extremely probable that the first Jagdtiger ever made was lost to friendly fire by conscripts.
I'm pretty sure it was confirmed that the first two were.
That's funny. I mean, it sucks for the pilot, so, like, it's not funny what happened to him. It's just on principle. That's funny.
They didn't actually tell the Volksgrenadier that they were, like, fighting with, that they were getting the Jagdtigers. So, the Jagdtigers rolled up and they started firing on them because they didn't know what the fuck they were.
I mean, that's understandable. I mean, like, that puts them in an uncomfortable, like, intel position, because do you trust your probably leakiest fountain of information, the conscripts, about your super secret weapon?
Yeah.
I mean, like, yes, because then they don't blow it up.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're gonna field it, then, yeah, probably a good idea.
On the back. Oh,
As soon as it entered production, they should have told him.
Yeah.
yeah, they should have been like, hey, just so you guys know, we're building this big tank destroyer that looks like a house. You should maybe not blow it up.
Looks vaguely like a house and is almost impenetrable for things in the air from the front. And then American Germans were like, how about we go around?
How about we go above?
You know, kind of like the Maginot Line.
Oh, Christ. See glass.
Above the Maginot Line.
Glass is outside, northeast side.
Oh god,
Ooh.
I heard a fuse.
They are above. I think.
No, wait, that's not fuse. That was... God, I forget the name. Thermite.
Funny boy, Austin, man.
Disregard that little ping.
In the
That's...
cockpit, main floor now.
Ooh.
Laz is like right outside the door, I think.
Yes, yeah.
There, let's see.
Hi, Glass. You have no proof I'm even in this room, buddy.
I should probably put my shield up.
Maybe.
Probably.
Oh, Christ, what? Ow. Oh. What?
Whoa!
Whoa. Oh shit.
He just kind of like popped around the corner and got me. Oh, come on. I hate that fucking thing. Stupid fucking yellow.
Come on.
Yeah, I wouldn't stand up.
Yeah. Because they got glass in there. Damn.
Get back here.
Hey, Bob, no, it's pretty lit, though.
What?
The Italians coming to work under.
Yeah. I'm waiting for tanks, though.
I hope they count every single rivet on Italian tanks as add-on armor.
Get him, Cavera! There we go.
When the glass sucks.
He just got snuck up on hard.
When the game gives you aimbot, but you still don't know how to turn corners.
What is cornering, my dudes?
I don't know.
Super
Go,
black.
Cavera! Yeah!
Yes!
Woo!
GG.
I like your goth nails, they're really good.
Yeah.
There's a goth.
Like, she's that goth chick in high school that everyone's just like, I'm so obsessed with death, I find it fascinating, and everyone just thinks, she just watched Corpse Bride one too many times. And then, no, she joins Special Forces because she really likes death.
I work with someone like that, but she just really likes goth shit.
When you listen to Creative Little Filth once and think you're hardcore. When you listen to Uborgir.
Like, when she's ow, fuck, what the hell? Something just poked the shit out of me. When you're off duty and, like, instead of tactical gear, she's wearing, like, Gothic Lolita stuff.
I don't like that.
I approve of the Gothic Lolita. What happened?
I think somehow I managed to, like, poke a cactus needle in that's still embedded in my finger that I didn't think was. And it really hurt for a second.
You should probably do something about that.
Yeah, that means I need to get the
tweezers
freaking
out.
tweezers out. Because that means that's actually, like, embedded in part of my finger. That's not good.
No.
Hey, Ken, no, it's really tight. I was Ken kill.
I'm good.
Can't believe Ken's dead. It's so good.
Yeah, really, Ken is dead.
The cacti killed me.
Yeah.
Yep. It was actually poison and on fire and explosive.
I think I can
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
I see it.
Yeah.
Damn.
You should do
So
something
look out
about
for
that.
Jaeger. He's gonna go for a spawn kill, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Stay
you're
under the
not.
plane.
Well, joke's on Jaeger, I'm going like to the tippy top of the plane.
Yeah, man. You know what? It's time to send in Droney.
Droney!
Do your stuff, Droney.
But, Ken, it's pretty tight.
Hmm?
Jim Borgir have a live CD that came out, or a live record that came out.
I didn't know they were still, like, making new stuff.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's pretty good from what I've heard.
Cool.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, who's that?
They got a pulse. He's watching the rear entrance where I went got for him. I'm just the canary in my coal mine. I hate this.
I don't want to
That's how I am most matches in this game. I'm, like, always the first to die, and I hate it.
Oh god.
I love how useless I am. It's really good.
You say that, but like I'm fucking around in the roof of the plane.
At least you're alive.
Alright, but like you didn't hear me. I'm just fucking around in the plane.
But you're alive. You have the potential to contribute.
Cool! Okay, but then I go on to that.
You did the same guy I did. Nice.
Yeah,
That's good.
because he was watching me.
Family fun. Whole family.
It's okay, my dad's friend pulled back the connection for shit.
Alright, I got the stairs covered.
Those are very tight.
I mean, you can't get practice with what you don't have.
Exactly.
I like this Viper's name, Plumbus User.
The hell is Plumbus?
Bob, is that a Rick and Morty joke?
What?
Plumbus?
I
I don't know. I haven't watched Rick and Morty.
and I wish I could graduate from Born Bots to Mazda Bots.
I've had that show recommended to me, I just haven't ever seen it. Alright, I'm gonna go to the other end of the plane.
Careful.
Whoa!
Okay.
Shit! I thought they were all downstairs.
Nope. Oh, so okay.
You know what my favorite butchering of a quote in history is?
What?
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame. Sorry.
Don't
Go.
like that. Mine is, I'd rather live on the street with someone I don't love than in a mansion with someone I love.
Who did that?
Some person on a game show or something, and the hosts are immediately like, that's the wrong way around.
Ooh,
I think it's like a matchmaking game show.
gotcha. I always kind of found those dating shows creepy.
Oh, same.
Like, even prior to the days of,
Well,
like, The Bachelor and whatnot.
yeah,
like,
they
even the
were
old,
always
like,
creepy.
1970s style dating game shows, I always thought were just weird.
Well, who goes on a gaming show to find
Yeah,
someone
you
they
don't
want
like
to
me.
marry?
Exactly, you know?
Like, it's really freaky, to be honest.
Because it's my almonds activated.
Especially because, like, I forget which one. I remember, in...
Like, what happens if you don't like any of them?
Well, yeah, exactly. And, like, there was, in my one of my criminal justice courses when I was taking electives in college, they actually mentioned that one of the like prolific serial killers of, I think it was like the 80s, was on a dating game show.
I remember you guys had those. It's almost like you got his victims from the game show.
Not all of them. It's possible one of them, though.
I think one of them was or something.
How about no?
There's someone in chat or comments will be like, well, actually.
You see, what really happened was...
It was all a big misunderstanding.
Hey, I'm gonna make it impossible. They can't get to the hostage now.
Oh no, I got spootered.
Enemies, Spudo.
Did you get spooted?
I did. They spooted me.
You guys look great objective rotation, am I right? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let me check this out. I'll move to one side. Check this out.
Oh.
But
I'm
I just made a hole!
No,
Damn it!
hold on, I'm giving you a fortified hole. Check this out.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. That's what her little thing does. Mira!
Alright, so when you want, you know how these things work?
Sort of.
When you want to open, shoot that old canister.
Okay.
Don't shoot it yet.
No.
And also, it's one way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I'm gonna drop my shield here.
Oh, did you kill someone?
Apparently.
Plumbus did.
Sounds fake.
Go Plumbus! I hope your name isn't something offensive, because I have no idea what it means.
Heck. What broke? What broke? Bob, what broke?
I broke a little tiny corner window.
Okay, because that was like the single loudest noise I have ever heard.
Whoa, they're coming from the ceiling.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I really don't like that.
Whoa!
You killed Plumbus!
Shot somebody in the shins.
Bobman killed Plumbus.
No, Plumby! Yeah, they're all upstairs.
Oh, they're not.
Ooh, yeah, we got one at the end of the hallway.
I just kind of like saw
Watch
one
out
there.
there.
Uh-oh.
That Kairos thing.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
They blew up your window.
Fine.
Punks. Can I shoot through that wall? I don't think so. Damn it.
Oh, fuck.
Damn. I think she crawled away too fast. Which one did you drop? Nice! All of the above, I guess.
What?
Took a long run.
Jesus, the rate of fire on that thing. Alright. I'm gonna go droney again.
When in doubt, mag dump.
Yeah, man.
Got me going with you.
I really want to make a custom sign to hang on our fence at our new property. Because since it sits on a county road that's kind of like out in the middle of nowhere and out of the way, apparently a lot of people like to just like drive down that road and dump trash along it.
They're getting better though because more people have
yeah.
bought the stuff and we've clearly
It's-
been updating all of
Yeah,
our
like it's
fence.
not happening as often. It is still happening though. So I want to make a sign that just says, "You trash dump, I mag dump."
I still really like it. I remember when you initially pitched that. It's really good.
You know,
There-
maybe we should make that and sell it on
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just need to figure out how to make signs.
Yeah.
And then we can sell those on Amazon.
You don't mind if I find the objective?
Do
You don't mind
it.
if Bob finds the objective and then I find it and take credit for it?
Do it.
Fug.
10 seconds to go.
Interesting. Not really.
5 seconds.
Interesting.
Alright, I'm gonna just straight away take cover and then send Droney in to just annoy the shit out of him.
I want to get stuck.
Droney is a national hero.
Droney is
Is
my
that his
techno
name
familiar.
now? Is his
What?
name Droney?
Twitch's little.
Droney is the shadow
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
character.
Is that really the only name he's got? Is Droney?
Oh, Ken, do you hear my idea for the best Pathfinder character ever?
Huh? What's that?
All of your stats go into Charisma and Wisdom. I'm talking 20. Everything else is like a 3. So you become the ultimate shit talker.
I'd play that character.
Yeah. Though I wouldn't go as low as 3 though, because then you literally can't carry your own clothes.
Yeah, because then you're more or less. Well, no, you're not Stephen Hawking, because you would have to have maxed out intelligence instead of, like, charisma. Who would that equate to? Damn it, they've got a jammer down there, so I can't do my Droney thing.
It would equate to me, dumb and skinny.
Yeah, but you're probably not a 3.
Yeah, you don't have a 3 intelligence. 3 intelligence is literally 1 point above animal intelligence.
Yeah. And literally that means that there are some dogs that are smarter than you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No. No, I don't think so. You know,
I don't
you
see
can
the
speak
issue.
English. I don't think that's...
Because what is the requirement to actually speak a language? Is it like 4 or 5? I think it's 4.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice, Bob.
I'm dead, just so y'all know.
Now, I'm down. Please help.
Oh, he saw my foot coming around the corner. God damn it. I'm finding in a lot of games lately that proning animations are getting me killed a lot. Because I'm never entirely sure, like, how far my feet are sticking out.
Yeah.
Alright. Specking on Bob.
Wow, since she's good at the game, you think you should spec on her?
Yeah.
This sucks.
And he's living up to my expectation.
Real bully hours, who up?
Because, I mean...
Bob's up, I guess.
Question and answer.
Fucking.
Where were you?
You were shooting the smoke.
Gotta kill
Yeah,
the blue
fuck
ghost.
smoke.
Gotta kill the blue ghost. That was a good round. I like
Yeah.
that.
That was
Alright,
fun.
That was a good way to end it.
It was.
At 11 o'clock, exactly.
11 o'clock sharp. So, exit to menu. So, thank you fellas for joining.
Yes.
Because
Sure,
I didn't
no,
really
no,
feel like...
20 bucks.
I just didn't feel like doing anything with, like, story or anything. So, oh god, OBS. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I still have to use monitor capture for this game, for anyone wondering what that was about. So, I think we're going to call it an evening. So, you fine gentlemen have a fantastic evening. And for the rest of you, thank you all for sticking around. Hope you all enjoyed watching mostly me die and then spec on them doing cool things for the rest of matches.
Yeah.
Such is life in Siege. So, have a good evening, everybody. I'm Kingsburg at Last Press.
I'm Violeta.
As always, wish you all good gaming and
and
Godspeed. And I, what was that? I was trying to do my like pointy thing and the like cheers salute, and I just sort of went like, poking my forehead. The fuck was that? All right, I'm out of here. I'm done. Kin.exe has crashed.
Thinking emoji.